things first, and I will agree that for the most part of this season, most of these housemates have been nominating with their, I don't know, not with their senses, to be very frank with you, but most of them have been nominating emotionally. They've not been strategic, you know, about their nomination privileges, and it's been very, very frustrating and annoying. Most of them from week one have been nominating based on the kind of connection they have with their fellow housemates, instead of opening their eyes, shining their eyes to properly observe, you know, their fellow housemates, to see, you know, which one is of greater strength than them, which one is weaker than them. And ladies and gentlemen, tonight Miracle was the only housemate that, in my frank opinion, 100% nominated strategically. Yes, Miracle was the only housemate, and I'll tell you why. On this video, we're going to analyze how the housemates nominated and the reasons they gave for their choices. All right, we're also going to look into a bit of the head of house challenge and how Blaqboi emerged the head of house of this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I have my reservations about, you know, Blaqboi emerging the head of house, and I would tell you what it is. All right, as usual, I will urge you all to please go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below. And yes, you are all especially welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the T. Quick reminder, Wednesday 7 p.m. WAT is our FSWG YouTube live stream, so please do not miss out. Make it a date with us. Make sure you come through. All right, now quickly, let's proceed into the details of this conversation. So first things first, about the head of house challenge, it wasn't really hectic. In fact, I think it was the most straightforward head of house game this entire season. Okay, maybe next week's one is going to be easy, but it was the most straightforward one that we have seen yet. I mean, this is week 9, and it came with a different style, and I kind of liked it because it was all about speed. Yes, it wasn't about strength, it wasn't about anything else, but it was about speed. And Blaqboi once again emerged the winner of this week's head of house games. Yes, giving him the title of head of house, you know, as an individual and not as a pair with Ipeleng this time around. And I'm super excited for him because I just feel like there's this grace that follows Blaqboi and Ipeleng. I mean, look at both of them emerging head of house as a pair, and then Ipeleng emerging head of house and supreme veto power holder last week, and then Blaqboi emerging head of house this week. Last week again, Blaqboi was first runner-up, and then this week he's no longer a runner-up but the actual winner. So I was really excited for him that at least he got the immunity that he was upset about that he did not gain last week from Ipeleng. However, there's also the problem of the uncertainty of next week. Remember, according to how Big Brother's rules goes, any head of house does not really have the chance or opportunity to participate in the head of house games come the following week. The Royals were only able to participate in the head of house games last week simply because it was the game that would determine the emergence of the supreme veto power holder. Yes, that was the only reason Big Brother had allowed them to participate in the games last week. If not, on a regular day, they were not supposed, you know, to participate in the next head of house games of the next week. So I was super excited for Blaqboi for this week, but then my fear for him is that next week is week 10. You know, next week's head of house title, whoever wins next week's head of house title will have automatic immunity straight into the finals in the 11th week, and Blaqboi might not have that privilege. Blaqboi might not be so lucky because, ladies and gentlemen, remember, we are yet to know if we're going to be having a top 5 for this season of Big Brother Titans, or if we're going to be having a top 6. If we're going to be having a top 6, Blaqboi just might stand a chance. But if we're going to be having a top 5, then it's going to be a very, very dicey situation for Blaqboi, because already we have 2 finalists. We have Ipeleng, and we also have Ebuka, meaning that there's only going to be 3 slots available for the finalists, right? Or maybe 4 slots. So I don't know, I was kind of scared and also excited at the same time for Blaqboi tonight. But hey, let's keep our fingers crossed and see how it works out for him. And then, as usual, Big Brother had instructed him to go ahead to select a fellow housemate as a guest. And ladies and gentlemen, Blaqboi had not wasted time in choosing Blue Aiva. Now, in as much as I was excited for Blaqboi and Aiva, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of dreading this week because the way these people have been kissing each other, oh my god, the sound of their kisses is very, very disturbing. It's disturbing. That's just the word. It's disturbing. It's sloppy. It's noisy. It is in no way passionate. If you consider those two people's kisses as passionate, please check yourself quickly. There's nothing passionate about the way those two people kiss. It's like they are regurgitating food. Disgusting. That's the word. That's the word. But I'm also looking forward to a lot of content coming up from the Head of House Lounge. I feel like for the first time this season, the Head of House will be properly utilized by a sheep, by a couple. My only hope and prayer is that they should not scatter Big Brother's bed or, soak up the foam or the mattress, because, hey, they should keep it PG-18, they should keep it clean. But if they're going to go beyond, over and beyond, then Kayode or Bule or whatever your name is, please show us. We are adults. We are ready to take whatever it is those people are ready to give to us from that Head of House Lounge, all right? In as much as Blaqboi won immunity for himself as the Head of House this week, there is no veto power save and replace, which gave the live nominations a different kind of twist of its own. All right, now quickly moving on to the live nomination process, let's look at how the housemates nominated. Starting with Ebubo had nominated Miracle and Aiva, and his reason is that he feels like they've not been themselves lately, and frankly speaking, I was wondering what that meant because it did not make sense to me at all. I did not understand what Ebubo was talking about, and I am hoping that Big Brother was asking him to elaborate during their diary session tomorrow. But as far as I'm concerned, I felt like Ebubo was just plainly, unbothered, because hey, this guy has gotten immunity to the finals, so he's not really bothered anymore about what any other housemate is doing in the house, which is quite sad because this dude needs to be also strategic. It's not about getting to the finals, it's about who are you going to be up against in the finals. Do you really stand a chance to win the money or not? Now quickly moving on to Miracle nominated Kanaga and Yvonne. Ladies and gentlemen, for me, that was the best nomination of the night. Yes, Miracle's reasons for nominating those two people is that for Kanaga is very, very strong and competitive. He knows that Kanaga is a strong contender to him. Then for Yvonne, he is very, very certain that Yvonne is someone that he can be up against, which makes a lot of sense because, ladies and gentlemen, this guy does not know what's happening outside the house. So he has done his estimations, he has done his calculations, he has done his strategic thinking process, and he has come up with the notion that this girl seems to be kind of weak with the way she's been playing her game in the house. So if at all his name is mentioned, for eviction this week, and Yvonne is also mentioned, then there is a 99% chance that he's going to survive over Yvonne, even though he's up against the likes of Kanaga, which made a lot of sense to me. And ladies and gentlemen, I was really impressed with Miracle's way and manner of reasoning because it made a lot of sense. Now quickly moving on to Justin nominated Khosi and Tati. Now, according to Justin, these are the two people he has spent the least amount of time with in the house in connecting with. He doesn't really have a connection with them. And ladies and gentlemen, at that point in time, I felt like carrying my FSWG teamer, right, and throwing it into Big Brother's house and landing it on Justin's head to give him a brain reset, because I still cannot wrap my head around the fact that this is week 9 and Justin is still nominating nonchalantly and also nominating based on connection. And I'm like, dude, do you even look at the housemates around you first? Do you even look at the people around you? Do you even think? Do you even reason? Do you even understand why you are nominating? Like, guys, I just feel myself that except Justin is lying and trying to play the script of the unbothered young man in Big Brother's house that's just sailing through to the finals, then I don't want to believe that this guy is still nominating based on connections in week 9. Nah, I don't want to believe it. I don't want to accept it. Now, quickly moving on to Nana. Nana gave the same annoying reasons, disregarding the possibilities of, if I am up for if I am nominated finally for eviction, who am I going to be up against? Will I even survive if certain people are nominated? Will I be able to survive if I stand up against certain people? Just like Justin, she made the same mistakes, right? And she went ahead and nominated Miracle and Blaqboi. Her reason is that, oh, she's not cool with them and she's not comfortable having them in the house. And in my head, I'm thinking, sister of the Lord, if you are up against Miracle, do you think you will survive? If you're up against Blaqboi, do you also really think that you are going to survive? But anyways, quickly moving on, Kanaga nominated Khosi and Miracle, and according to him, he believes that they are very strong people. And ladies and gentlemen, in as much as Kanaga's nomination seems strategic, I kind of felt like it was not a smart move, because you cannot nominate two other people whom you perceive to be very, very strong just as you. I mean, I know that Kanaga knows the game and he knows that Khosi and Miracle are very, very strong people. But what makes him think that they are going to go home if they are up against him? What makes him think that they're going to go home? I mean, at the end of the day, I just felt like, okay, that was also another kind of wasted nominations. That's my opinion. I don't know about you guys. Just go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now for Yvonne nominated Miracle and Thabang, and according to her, they are competitive to her. So she feels like she's nominating strategically. And I'm like, okay, babe, you tried though. You tried, because all through the season, Sis and her fellow partner Justin, they've been nominating emotionally, right? And so tonight I kind of applauded her on her attempt at being strategic, but at the same time I was asking myself that, okay, babe, what makes you think that if you're up against Miracle and Thabang, you can actually survive it? I mean, a lot of people are going to say, oh, she's Nigerian, she's probably going to have Olivia's fans voting for her, or she's probably going to have Juicy J's fans voting for her, blah blah blah. But have you heard of Thabang's fan base? Blaqboi nominated Yvonne and Nana. According to her, she would like to see their strength as individuals. I don't know what Blaqboi was thinking, but I think her nomination kind of makes sense, because hey, at the end of the day, it is what these housemates are seeing inside the house that is kind of informing their decision. But on the flip side, I kind of felt like, okay, could it be that it's because she is not really on good terms with Nana because of Blaqboi, and then there's also Yvonne on the side who is best friends with Nana in the house? Could it be that she's trying to eliminate both of them? Who knows? We're gonna have to wait to see what that is all about during their diary session tomorrow, or maybe the next tomorrow. And then Thabang nominated Kanaga Jr. and Yvonne. For Yvonne, his reason for nominating her is that they do not really have a relationship. And then his reason for nominating Kanaga is because he feels like of all the people in the house, Kanaga is consciously really playing the game. And I'm like, okay, Thabang, let's see if your permutation actually works for you this time around. Now, quickly moving on to Tati. Tati nominated. Now, moving on to Tati. Tati nominated Nana and Blaqboi. For her, both of them are very, very competitive, especially for Nana. She has seen how Nana has been up and doing in recent times. Khosi nominated Kanaga and Tati. For her, she feels like they're a strong force together and they are very, very good in games. It's nothing personal. That's what she said. And then Ipeleng nominated Kanaga and Khosi. According to her, they are both very, very strong and competitive. And looking at the fact that she's in the finals, these are people that she would not dare want to stand up against, you know, in the finals. So it's for the game. And then finally, Blaqboi nominated Miracle and Thabang. According to him, they are both threats to his game. Now for Ipeleng's nominations, I was really impressed that she actually nominated those two people, because at least if one of them is eliminated from the game, it will also increase her dream or her chances of making it through to maybe top 3 or top 4, as she has always wished and hoped for. And because for her, she's already sure that she's not going to win the show. So in total, Tati got 2 nominations, Miracle got 5 nominations, Kanaga got 4 nominations, Khosi got 3 nominations, Blaqboi 3, Yvonne 3, Nana 2, Thabang 2. What this ended up resulting in is that aside Justin and those people who have immunity in the house, everybody is up for eviction this week. So, ladies and gentlemen, Big Brother said that at least one housemate will be evicted this week. But I don't know. At this point, I think I'm actually exhausted, you know, in trying to predict what's going to happen. Because, hey, we all had our predictions last week and everything was just a serious flop. So I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait it out, and not with anxiety now or being over the anxious, no, but I'm just going to wait it out and see what the organizers would love to do come Sunday. How many housemates would they be evicting from the show come Sunday? And this is also a question to all of you. How many housemates would you like, or do you wish for the organizers of the show to evict come Sunday? And of all the housemates nominations, what are your thoughts? Are you satisfied with the way they nominated tonight or not? Go ahead and share with me your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys on another video. Have an amazing evening. Bye.